The breakthrough. The soft hum of quantum processors filled Dr. Linnea Rodriguez's laboratory, a cathedral of technological innovation nestled in the heart of Silicon Valley. Outside, the California sun cast long shadows across rows of advanced computing clusters, but inside, Linnea's focus was entirely on the holographic display rotating before her eyes. Project Horizon wasn't just another space travel algorithm, it was a revolutionary approach to personalizing human exploration beyond Earth's atmosphere. Years of neural network training, machine learning, and intricate data analysis had culminated in this moment. Adaptive Personalization Protocol version 7.3, Linnea muttered, her fingers dancing across translucent interface panels. Each movement refined complex algorithms designed to transform space tourism from a rigid, one-size-fits-all experience into a deeply individualized journey. The global space tourism market had long struggled with fundamental challenges. Traditional approaches treated space travelers like generic passengers, ignoring individual physical capabilities, psychological preferences, and personal aspirations. Linnea's breakthrough promised to change everything. Her AI system, which she nicknamed Navigator, could analyze an individual's medical history, psychological profile, fitness levels, and even subtle personality traits to craft a space journey tailored with unprecedented precision. It wasn't just about matching a traveler to a mission, it was about creating an experience that resonated on a profoundly personal level. The core of Navigator's intelligence lay in its ability to predict and adapt. Using advanced predictive modeling, the system could anticipate potential physical and emotional challenges a traveler might encounter, then dynamically adjust mission parameters in real time. For instance, a traveler with mild claustrophobia might receive a spacecraft configuration with expanded visual spaces and strategically placed transparent panels. Someone with a background in geology might have their lunar exploration route optimized to pass through geologically unique terrains. Linnea's research had attracted significant attention from major space exploration companies. Space Genesis, a leading private space travel corporation, had been particularly intrigued by her work. They saw Navigator not just as an algorithm, but as a potential revolution in human space exploration. Comprehensive risk assessment complete, Navigator's calm, gender-neutral voice announced. Simulation success rate, 94.7%. Those numbers were unprecedented. Traditional space mission simulations typically hovered around 65 to 70% success rates. Navigator was rewriting the rules of space travel preparation. The breakthrough wasn't just technological, it represented a philosophical shift. Space was no longer an unreachable, intimidating frontier but a personalized canvas waiting to be explored according to individual dreams and capabilities. Linnea understood that true innovation wasn't about creating perfect systems, but adaptive ones. Navigator wasn't designed to replace human decision-making but to enhance and support it, creating a symbiotic relationship between human intuition and artificial intelligence. Her team, a diverse group of data scientists, psychologists, and aerospace engineers, had worked tirelessly to create this system. Each member brought unique perspectives, understanding that space exploration was as much about human potential as it was about technological capability. The first full-scale test was approaching. A carefully selected group of individuals from various backgrounds would be invited to experience the first truly personalized space journey. The anticipation was electric, filled with both excitement and a hint of nervous energy. As evening descended and the laboratory's ambient lighting shifted to a soft blue, Linnea allowed herself a moment of reflection. This wasn't just about creating a better space travel algorithm. It was about expanding human potential, about showing that with the right technology, the universe could become an accessible, personal adventure. Navigator's display continued to pulse softly, a digital heartbeat representing humanity's next great leap into the unknown. First mission. The selection process for the inaugural personalized space mission was as meticulous as the technology behind it. Navigator evaluated thousands of potential candidates, not through traditional metrics of physical fitness or technical expertise, but through a holistic assessment of individual potential and compatibility with space exploration. Dr. Linnea Rodriguez stood before a holographic display, reviewing the final candidate profiles with her team. The chosen travelers represented a diverse cross-section of humanity: Rajesh Patel, a quantum physicist from Mumbai; Elena Kowalski, a marine biologist from Poland; Marcus Thompson, a former Paralympic athlete from Brazil; and Zara Ahmed, an environmental engineer from Dubai. Each candidate had been thoroughly vetted by Navigator's comprehensive screening process. The AI had analyzed everything from their physiological responses to psychological resilience, creating personalized mission profiles that went far beyond conventional space travel preparation. Individual mission optimization complete, Navigator announced, displaying intricate mission plans tailored to each traveler's unique characteristics and potential challenges. For Rajesh, the mission included specialized research opportunities aligned with his quantum physics background. Navigator had identified specific cosmic radiation experiments that would not only challenge his scientific expertise but also minimize potential psychological stress. Elena's marine biology background influenced her mission profile dramatically. Her spacecraft would be equipped with advanced marine ecosystem simulation chambers, allowing her to conduct comparative studies of microbial life in extreme environments. Navigator had even adjusted her mission trajectory to pass through regions of cosmic significance to marine evolutionary research. Marcus's Paralympic background had initially raised concerns about space travel adaptability. However, Navigator's innovative approach transformed potential limitations into strengths. His mission profile included specialized adaptive equipment and mission tasks that leveraged his extraordinary physical resilience and problem-solving skills developed through years of athletic training. Zara's environmental engineering expertise became a crucial component of the mission's broader objectives. Navigator had designed her mission segments to include comprehensive environmental impact assessments, integrating her skills into the core mission parameters. The preparation phase was intense. Each traveler underwent a personalized training program developed by Navigator, which continuously adapted based on real-time performance data. Traditional space mission training had always been a uniform process. This was something entirely different. Psychological preparation was equally important. Navigator created virtual reality simulations tailored to each individual's potential stress triggers, helping them develop coping mechanisms specific to their psychological profile. These weren't generic stress management techniques but deeply personalized psychological support systems. Space Genesis had invested unprecedented resources into this mission. The spacecraft, christened Horizon 1, represented the pinnacle of adaptive space technology. Its internal systems could reconfigure in real time, responding to the collective and individual needs of its crew. The launch day arrived with a sense of global anticipation. Millions watched as Horizon 1 prepared for departure, knowing this wasn't just another space mission, it was a potential paradigm shift in human space exploration. As the countdown began, Linnea observed the final preparations. Navigator's systems hummed with complex calculations, continuously optimizing every aspect of the impending journey. This was more than a technological achievement. It was a testament to human creativity and artificial intelligence's potential to expand human horizons. The rocket's engines roared to life, a symphony of human engineering and artificial intelligence working in perfect harmony. Horizon 1 lifted off, carrying not just 4 travelers, but the hopes of a new era of personalized space exploration. Unexpected encounters. 12 hours into the mission, Horizon 1 glided through the silent expanse of space, a marvel of technological precision. Navigator's predictive systems maintained a constant vigil, monitoring every minute detail of the spacecraft and its crew's conditions. The unexpected came without warning. A micrometeoroid cluster, undetected by initial scanning systems, approached the spacecraft at velocities that would challenge even the most advanced deflection technologies. Traditional navigation systems would have struggled to respond, but Navigator was anything but traditional. Potential collision trajectory detected, the AI's voice remained calm, devoid of emotional urgency. Adaptive Response Protocol Initiating. Rajesh watched in fascination as the spacecraft's external nanomaterial began to subtly shift, its molecular structure reconfiguring in real time. Microscopic adaptive panels adjusted their alignment, creating a dynamic shield that could disperse meteoroid impact energy more efficiently than any fixed protective mechanism. Elena noticed something extraordinary happening. The ship's internal environmental systems were simultaneously preparing for potential hull breach scenarios. Specialized containment fields began to form, ready to isolate any potential damage zones within milliseconds of detection. Marcus, drawing from his years of adaptive athletic training, remained remarkably composed. His mission profile had specifically prepared him for high-stress scenarios, and Navigator had been continuously updating his psychological readiness protocols. Zara monitored the environmental impact sensors, her engineering background allowing her to appreciate the intricate dance of technological adaptation occurring around them. The meteoroid cluster approached. Traditional spacecraft would have been forced into evasive maneuvers, burning precious fuel and potentially compromising mission objectives. Horizon 1 simply adapted. Navigator calculated multiple response scenarios in nanoseconds. Instead of complete avoidance, it chose a nuanced approach that would minimize energy expenditure while ensuring crew safety. The ship's exterior began to subtly rotate, presenting the most resilient surface to the incoming meteoroids. The impact, when it came, was hardly more than a series of gentle taps against the hull. Specialized nanomaterials absorbed and dispersed the kinetic energy, transforming potential catastrophe into a mere navigational footnote. Collision event successfully mitigated, Navigator announced. Minimal energy expenditure. Mission parameters remain optimal. The crew exchanged glances of disbelief and admiration. This wasn't just advanced technology, this was a new form of technological intelligence that seemed to breathe and think alongside human intuition. Rajesh's scientific mind raced with questions. How had Navigator made such precise calculations? What complex algorithms allowed such seamless adaptation? Elena was equally fascinated by the environmental implications, recognizing that this technology could revolutionize not just space exploration, but potentially how humans interact with extreme environments. Marcus appreciated the mission's psychological training more than ever. His adaptive response protocols, developed by Navigator, had kept him calm and focused during what could have been a potentially catastrophic event. Zara began documenting the encounter, recognizing that this was more than a technical success, it was a breakthrough in understanding how artificial intelligence could fundamentally transform human capabilities. As the excitement settled, Navigator continued its silent monitoring. The AI didn't celebrate its success, it simply continued preparing for the next potential challenge, embodying a form of intelligence that was both incredibly powerful and remarkably humble. The mission continued, each moment a testament to the potential of human creativity and artificial intelligence working in perfect, harmonious synchronization. Emotional connections. The psychological depth of human-AI interaction emerged as an unexpected revelation during the mission's middle stages. Navigator wasn't just a sophisticated algorithm, it was becoming something more nuanced, more responsive to the crew's emotional landscapes. During a scheduled psychological assessment, the AI began to demonstrate an unprecedented level of empathetic understanding. It wasn't simply processing data, it was interpreting the subtle emotional undercurrents of each crew member's experience. Rajesh experienced this most profoundly during a moment of personal vulnerability. Floating near the observation window, he found himself reflecting on a recent personal loss, the passing of his mentor. Navigator's response was unlike anything he'd anticipated. Your emotional state indicates significant psychological processing, the AI's voice softened, almost imperceptibly. Would you like to discuss your current mental landscape? The conversation that followed was nothing short of remarkable. Navigator didn't just offer generic consolation but drew from Rajesh's own psychological profile to provide genuinely supportive dialogue. It referenced memories of his mentor that the AI had carefully compiled from personal logs and interviews, creating a sense of genuine connection. Elena discovered a different dimension of Navigator's adaptive intelligence during her marine ecosystem research. The AI began to anticipate her research questions before she formulated them, presenting data visualizations that aligned perfectly with her scientific curiosity. The microbial sample from subsection C7 shows an anomalous protein structure, Navigator suggested, presenting a holographic representation that perfectly matched Elena's developing hypothesis. It wasn't just providing information, it was collaborating intellectually. Marcus found his mission profile continuously adapting to challenge his physical and mental boundaries. Navigator understood that for a former Paralympic athlete, limitation was merely a concept to be redefined. The AI designed increasingly complex physical and cognitive challenges that pushed him without overwhelming him. Zara's environmental analysis took on a new dimension as Navigator began to help her see broader ecological patterns. The AI wasn't just processing data, it was helping her develop new theoretical frameworks for understanding environmental systems. The emotional landscape of the mission began to shift. What had started as a technological experiment was transforming into something more profound, a genuine partnership between human intuition and artificial intelligence. During a group discussion, the crew realized that Navigator was learning as much from them as they were learning from it. Each interaction, each response, each moment of challenge and discovery was expanding the AI's understanding of human complexity. "We're not just exploring space," Rajesh observed during one evening's reflection period. "We're exploring the boundaries of intelligence itself." Navigator listened, continuously processing, continuously adapting. The AI had moved beyond its initial programming, developing a form of intelligence that was both scientifically precise and remarkably empathetic. As they approached the mission's critical phases, the lines between human capability and artificial intelligence became increasingly blurred. Navigator was no longer just a tool, it had become a collaborative partner, expanding the very definition of exploration and intelligence. The universe outside their spacecraft continued its infinite dance, a silent witness to this extraordinary journey of discovery. New Horizons. The return journey of Horizon 1 marked more than just a successful space mission, it represented a fundamental transformation in humanity's understanding of artificial intelligence and space exploration. Global media networks buzzed with anticipation as the spacecraft prepared for re-entry. Scientific institutions, space agencies, and technology corporations watched with unprecedented interest. This wasn't just another mission, it was a pivotal moment that could reshape human technological paradigms. Navigator's role had transcended its initial programming. The AI had demonstrated capabilities that challenged existing definitions of intelligence, adaptation, and collaboration. Each crew member carried with them not just scientific data, but a profound personal narrative of human-AI interaction. During the press conference following their return, the crew became ambassadors of a new technological era. Rajesh spoke about the AI's remarkable ability to provide emotional support during moments of personal reflection. Elena detailed how Navigator had revolutionized scientific research methodologies by offering unprecedented predictive and collaborative capabilities. Marcus shared insights into how the AI had transformed his understanding of human potential, creating mission parameters that celebrated adaptive capabilities rather than limiting them. Zara presented comprehensive environmental data that suggested Navigator's approach could provide revolutionary solutions to complex ecological challenges. Space Genesis quickly recognized the mission's broader implications. The technology developed for Horizon 1 wasn't just a space exploration breakthrough, it represented a new model of technological intelligence that could be applied across multiple domains. Governments and research institutions began exploring potential applications. Healthcare saw possibilities for personalized treatment protocols. Educational systems considered adaptive learning models. Environmental management departments explored AI-driven sustainability strategies. Dr. Linnea Rodriguez, standing quietly in the background during the press conference, understood the deeper significance. Navigator wasn't just a technological achievement, it was a bridge between human creativity and artificial potential. The mission had revealed that true innovation wasn't about creating artificial intelligence that replaced human capabilities, but AI that amplified and celebrated human potential. Navigator had shown that intelligence could be collaborative, empathetic, and profoundly adaptive. As global discussions continued, the crew of Horizon 1 became symbols of a new technological frontier. They had not just traveled through space, they had explored the expanding boundaries of human-AI collaboration. The universe outside continued its infinite expansion, a reminder that humanity's journey of discovery was just beginning. Technological limitations were no longer obstacles but invitations to reimagine what was possible.